We buried rotten pumpkins and woke up to thousands of worms. Sounds like the setup to a Halloween prank, right? But this little trick turned out to be one of the most rewarding garden experiments we've ever tried. What most people see as mushy porch decor after Halloween, we now see as pure garden treasure. Nature's very own worm bait that can transform tired soil into a thriving, fertile ecosystem. If you've ever wondered what to do with those collapsing jack-o'-lanterns once the candles go out, hold off on the trash bin. Those pumpkins are packed with potential, and with one simple method, you can turn them into what we call worm gold, a living compost factory right beneath your garden beds. Pumpkins are about 90% water, a natural moisture source that underground life absolutely loves. Their soft decomposing flesh becomes a feast of simple sugars and carbohydrates that feed bacteria and fungi. And when microbes start breaking it all down, they release subtle earthy scents that worms detect from feet away. Every slice of rotting pumpkin becomes a buffet for worms. They move in, eat the softened fibers, and leave behind nutrient-rich castings, the most potent natural fertilizer you can find. Those castings improve soil structure, boost microbial life, and help plants develop stronger roots and greener leaves. So when you bury a pumpkin, you're not just getting rid of waste, you're creating a self-sustaining ecosystem that recharges your garden's fertility naturally, all while keeping organic matter out of landfills and reducing methane emissions. The worm feast pit is the heart of this method, simple, cheap, and incredibly effective. Here's exactly how to do it. First, collect your pumpkins. They can come from your porch, your neighbors, or even local Halloween leftovers. Just make sure they're free from paint, wax, or glitter. Those coatings harm soil microbes and deter worms. Smash or chop each pumpkin into palm-sized pieces. This increases surface area and, speeds up decomposition. For best results, mix in a handful of finished compost or healthy garden soil. That introduces beneficial microbes that will kickstart the breakdown process. Choose a garden bed that drains well but stays slightly moist. Dig a trench about 8 to 10 inches deep and roughly 3 feet long for every 10 square feet of bed space. Spread a 4 to 5 inch layer of your chopped pumpkin along the bottom, then add 1 part dry straw or shredded leaves for every 5 parts pumpkin. This balance keeps decomposition steady and prevents the mix from going slimy. Cover the trench with about 2 inches of straw or flattened cardboard. Alright, then water thoroughly. You'll want to use about 1 to 2 gallons of water for every 4 by 8 foot bed, just enough to make the mix as damp as a wrung-out sponge. Finish by lightly covering the area with soil or mulch to lock in that moisture. And that's it. Your worm buffet is officially open. Within the first week, microbial activity in your trench will, start to warm the soil slightly. This gentle heat attracts the first wave of worms who will begin exploring the new food source. By week 3, lift a bit of straw and you'll start seeing dozens of red wrigglers. By week 4, thousands. They'll transform your pumpkin pulp into rich, dark humus, nature's ultimate soil builder. Keep the area moist by watering lightly once a week if there's no rain and resist the temptation to dump in more food scraps too soon. Let the worms finish what they started. By late winter or early spring, your trench will have completely decomposed into soft, worm-filled earth. You can plant directly above it, or scoop out the finished compost to use as a top dressing around other plants. Either way, the results are remarkable: fluffy, dark soil that holds water beautifully and supports explosive plant growth. If you already have a compost pile, pumpkins are your new secret weapon. Because they're rich in nitrogen or greens, they feed the microbial workforce that drives composting. But, balance is everything. Too many pumpkins can make your pile smelly and soggy. For perfect balance, you'll want to mix 2 parts chopped pumpkin with 3 parts dry leaves or straw. Start with a dry base layer of browns to help absorb any excess moisture. Next, add your pumpkin pieces in chunks about 2 inches wide, then just alternate layers until your pile is around 3 feet high. Finish with a dry top layer to help keep pests out and moisture in. Water slowly and evenly, using about half a gallon of water per square foot, until the pile feels damp but not dripping. Yeah, you don't want it soggy. Over the next 2 weeks, the pile will heat up as decomposition really takes off. When it cools, the worms will move in, drawn by all that softened organic matter. So, you'll want to turn the pile every 10 to 14 days to add some oxygen and really speed up the process. After about a month, you'll notice a thriving worm population and a dark, sweet-smelling compost layer that's just ready to spread through your garden. When we first tried this at Soil and Crop Central, honestly, we didn't expect much, but you know, what we uncovered after 3 weeks left us completely speechless. Beneath the straw, there was a living carpet of red wrigglers transforming the soil into something truly extraordinary. The ground felt softer, more moist, and just teeming with life, even during those dry spells. Plants grown in those pumpkin-fed beds develop deeper roots and greener leaves than those in untreated soil. Within a single growing season, the difference was dramatic, the kind of healthy, balanced soil structure that no store-bought fertilizer could match. And the best part? It cost absolutely nothing but a few hours of post-Halloween cleanup. To get the best results, set up your worm feast within a week after Halloween. If your pumpkins are already starting to rot, that's even better. Decomposition has already begun. So, remember to keep your pit or compost moist, watering every few days if the weather is dry. And, make sure you avoid compacting the soil over your pit. Worms really need loose, airy soil to thrive. If you're in a hotter climate, just a thin layer of mulch will help reduce evaporation and keep the environment, perfect for worm life. By spring, your garden bed will be brimming with new life and, honestly, ready for planting. You can use this same method year after year, turning what was once Halloween waste into a cornerstone of your soil building strategy. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? This method works because it mirrors what happens naturally in forests. Layers of fruit and leaves decay, feeding microorganisms that in turn feed worms. It's like working with nature, not against it. By recreating that system in your own backyard, you're restoring the natural cycle of life from the ground up. It's a powerful way to give back to the earth, don't you think? Pumpkins just happen to be nature's shortcut. Their soft flesh and sugar content make them decompose faster than most other organic matter. Combined with carbon-rich straw and the right amount of moisture, they become the perfect environment for worms to thrive. Next Halloween, skip the trash bin, smash your pumpkins, bury them, and turn them into living worm gold. Whether you use the trench method or boost your compost pile, the results are the same. Thousands of worms, richer soil, and a garden that practically glows with health. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Crop Corner, share it with your gardening friends, and spread the word about natural soil building. Every rotten pumpkin has the power to bring your garden back to life. All you need is a shovel, a little water, and nature's magic.